Hello friends, I want to make a major announcement here in just a moment, but before I do, I've got to tell you I'm nervous as I can be because a lot of time and work and money has gone into a project I've been working on. So if you see me looking down during this video, I've got some notes here. I'm going to be referring to them, probably reading them verbatim, because if I try to do this off the cuff, I'm just going to mess it up and I'm going to forget some important things. So like I said, it's the official announcement of a new social media platform. No, it's not bigger than Facebook. It's not designed to compete with Facebook, but it is better. It's similar in a lot of ways. It has a very similar look and feel, but it also has a lot of features that Facebook doesn't. The biggest difference that you'll notice right off the bat, because I'm going to tell you, is there is zero political censorship. More on that in just a minute. Like I said, I've been working on this project for months, along with a very smart team of several teams actually of technical gurus helping to design things the way I want. And I'm not going to get into any of the how to navigate the platform, because obviously you figured out Facebook. You can figure this out as well. It's very user friendly, but there are some features that we'll have a spot in there to show you some neat tricks and things that you can do. But in looking like Facebook, obviously you can send and receive friend requests, you can friend people, you can join groups, you can create groups. We've already got over 24 groups in there. You can block people, you can follow posts and groups. We have instant messaging, audio and video calls, and group audio and video calls. There are multiple ways to filter your feed so that you see only what you want. So in every aspect of the social media platform, it's very, very similar. But besides being a social media platform, it's also built with all the functionality of a traditional website, which gives us a lot of room for future expansion. More on that as we get along, but right now I just want to get this social media part launched. For example, there are several pages of games like word search, hangman, crossword puzzles, Sudoku, etc. We'll add more of those in time. In addition to groups, we have a blog feature that's attached to your personal profile if you want to have your own blog, or you can have your own group, either way. The two main reasons I built this platform. Number one, I think by now everyone can agree that things in the world are changing very rapidly. Inflation is skyrocketing, there's shortages on a lot of things, and government and big tech seem to be in bed together and working together to change everything in our society to suit their own purposes. A lot of folks are saying that times are going to get very hard in the coming months. You may believe that, you may not. But because of that, I think one of the most important things we can do is to form networks of people that we can rely on. If you need help or if you can lend help. Small local networks, I think, are the best. But we also need to have broader, more regional networks. This platform will accomplish that. It's going to be a way to create and join groups and form relationships, both locally and beyond. Second reason I created this platform, obviously, I think everyone understands by now that Facebook is a very politically censored platform. Nobody wants that, so we will remain politically uncensored. I could have easily created something within Facebook itself, and begin building networks of people. But there's no guarantees that those wouldn't be shut down by Facebook. In addition to my small group of nearly 7,000 people, Facebook has threatened to shut it down over a couple of innocent comments on more than one occasion. And I do know people who have large groups in excess of 500,000 people or 250,000 people, and Facebook has terminated those groups without warning based on things that, usually it's the algorithm catching certain language that violates their community standards, and I can't take that chance. So I built my own. Two things I sought out purposely. First thing is I wanted a hosting platform who was at the top of their game, but also with a deliberate stance on free speech. And the hosting platform I chose is among the very best at what they do. They host millions and millions of websites, and the CEO has made a public statement that they will always protect free speech and they will always oppose censorship. The second thing is that I wanted to have the bandwidth and the speed and the storage that I needed. So I currently have a hosting package that will handle 500,000 unique visitors per month. And that's That's 500,000 people that are logging in 5, 10, 15, 20 times per day. If we approach 500,000, then I have the ability to upgrade and expand that if needed. Just to be clear, as I said before, I'm not trying to compete with any other platforms. I just wanted something that was entirely within my control. So rest assured, we will not have politically biased fact checkers. Yes, we'll have a team of admins and moderators, but the rule is there will not be any political censorship. That being said, there absolutely will be moral censorship. So if someone posts something about doing something very bad, and I have to watch my language here because I'm posting this on Facebook, I can't give you examples. We will respond to that. If someone posts something that is morally repugnant, morally disgusting, like harming children, they will get the ban hammer without warning. That means ban forever. That means no jail time, but straight to the electric chair. This moral censorship includes things like the woke agenda of pushing gender choice, personal pronouns, and transgenderism on children. I don't believe in that, and I'm not going to stand for it. I believe that people who support that are no different than a child predator. I'm not having it, and if you don't like it, I don't care. Don't even bother signing up because you will be canceled. Last thing, this has been a very expensive project, and I've paid for all of it out of my pocket so far. I have a great group of beta testers who've been putting the platform through the paces the last couple of weeks, about 24 people. And I want to say thank you to you guys. Helped us work out a lot of the bugs. But we did debate extensively about various ways to monetize the platform because I intend to recoup my investment. It was substantial. Ultimately, in time, we may do it similar to the way Facebook does it, where they rotate an ad in every so many posts, but we won't do it as often as they do. We're not really sure yet. But doing something like that takes time, and it takes having a ton of people on the platform because advertisers pay based on how many people are seeing the ad. It's not something that we can do straight out of the gate. In addition to the current expenses, I have to leave room also for continued expansion and tech development. And I don't want all that to come out of my pocket. I've paid a lot of developers a lot of money already. One other aspect of cost is building a mobile app that will be available on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Those are essential and necessary to make this platform mirror what everyone's already used to. App development is very expensive, as you can imagine, and it does take time. And there's also a monthly fee of several $100s and some other costs just to have a mobile app, not to mention getting the app developed. So I've already spoken with the developers. I have a quote and a promise of a fairly quick turnaround to get it developed and live within a few weeks, which is pretty astounding. Fortunately, as it is right now, everything about this platform works beautifully on mobile devices and desktop, laptops, tablets, whatever. But we still have to have a mobile app. So I've decided to delay that for a short time while we build membership. What we ultimately decided on to begin recouping some of this investment was to charge a very minimal membership fee that should be affordable for just about anyone. And it will give you full access to everything on the platform. So here's how it works. First, when you register, you'll have the option to do a free 7-day trial so you can try everything out for yourself and see how you like it. After the trial, if you choose that option, or you can choose one of these two options by themselves immediately, you can choose between a monthly subscription of $2 per month or get half off and pay $12 for a full year. It's $1 a month. So I know that isn't a lot of money, but we set it low enough that we wanted it to be affordable for anyone. And you can choose any option in the beginning that you want, but we wanted it to be affordable for anyone. And we're confident about two things. You're going to try it and you're going to love it. Yes, it has some subtle differences, but they're very subtle. And we really expect that because Facebook, YouTube, and Google are ramping up censorship more and more every day, a lot of people will be jumping on board at a pretty good rate, so we should build membership pretty quickly. Before I give you the address to go to, keep in mind, when we do expect there are going to be bugs, there's going to be little technical issues that have to be addressed. They're going to arise, and you know, as we get hundreds and then thousands and then tens of thousands of people on the platform, we're going to have to work through those. But I will be focused on giving everyone a good experience and we'll get any of those issues remedied as quickly as possible. So just bear with me as we go through some growing pains. Now, you can sign up on your computer, your tablet, your mobile phone, your laptop. It shouldn't make any difference. Just go to the internet. Here's the address. It's midwestsocial.net, not .com. Don't put that in because it won't work. It's .net because it's a network, midwestsocial.net. So go in there and choose any of the 3 options, the 7-day trial, the $2 a month, or pay $12 in advance for an entire year, which is really the best way to go. Give it a shot, try it out, and we think you'll like it, and I will see you guys on the inside.